Hey, good morning, guys. It's your girl, Aspam Girl 26. Welcome back to the channel. For those of you all that are new here, please hit that like button and make sure to subscribe to my channel. So happy Saturday to everyone. I am getting an semi-early start to my day. I slept in this morning as the sleep was, oh my God, so very much needed. I desperately was just, mentally, physically exhausted from last week and the week before last. So I actually slept in to the point where I got a good amount of sleep and I really feel good. I got up this morning, did my facial routine, and yeah, I'm just like really ready to start my weekend. Here, let me adjust this real quick, guys. Hold on before we go forward. All right, guys, I'm back. I just had to get the this thing out of the way because every time I turn, my camera ends up like moving, like it literally just did just then. But anywho, so yeah, as I was saying, I got up this morning, got great night's sleep, did my facial regimen this morning. I am thinking about making an appointment to go to my happy space, which is the Opryland Gaylord, to go and get a much needed massage and hydrofacial. Oh my God, y'all, my skin right now is literally begging me, please, I need a hydrofacial. So I haven't made the appointment because I've got so much going on this month from closing. I have to do my initial blue tape walk in 2 weeks from Wednesday. We'll be going in and doing the blue tape walk. I'm trying to make sure I don't hit anyone. Because I'm getting ready to get out here into the, not highway, but into the roadway. So give me a sec. I don't want y'all having to look at the back of my head. But anyway, so with everything going on from blue tape inspection, I have my last inspector coming out on the 20th to do the final inspection on the home. And there is just so much going on. I got work-related stuff, and you know how it just isn't enough hours in a day to like get stuff done. And I want to be able to, when I go and get the hydrofacial, I really want to be able to kind of stay the weekend, like come up on a Friday night and get my services on Saturday, and then pretty much do like a late checkout for Sunday. So with the Gaylord, this is from what I understand from my daughter, and I didn't even know this. It's probably sad, but I didn't know she was on spring break starting next Monday, or this upcoming Monday. So that means this is spring break season. So that means rates for the Gaylord are going to be extremely high, because you have people that come as far as Indiana that come to the Gaylord because they have the indoor water park, and it's like a haven for spring breakers. You know, the parents bring the kids, they stay a couple of days, they may even stay a week. I remember in the past when I used to go more frequently back in 2020, was it 2021? Yeah, I think 2021. There were a lot of people, out of towners, that were going in, and you weren't really, back then, the spa services were kind of reduced due to the fact that, COVID, we were still kind of coming out of the pandemic. A lot of the max time you could get on a hydrofacial was, I think it's 55 minutes. So, and then your massages too were only 50 minutes. But now, this is 2023, for the most part, the virus has, I guess, I don't want to say ran dormant, but I think it's more controlled now, and more people are feeling more comfortable with venturing out and doing different things. So you have a lot of that going on. So you have a lot more people that are actually visiting the Gaylord. So that's why I'm kind of waiting for those rates to come down, because I still have to go to closing. Even though my closing estimate came in at around $3,333, which is phenomenal, considering that the majority of the closing costs was covered by the builder and my lender. So I really got a great deal on, they've got a new eatery coming up here. Maple Street biscuit company. Okay, y'all killing me with these biscuits. We got a baseball team that's called the Biscuits. I can make biscuits at home. Bring something to the area that's unique, something that no place has in either Birmingham, Franklin. I mean, come on, Madison, you guys have got to do better. This is just ridiculous. But anywho, enough of me ranting about what my city has or what they don't have. But as I was saying, I got so much going on. Plus, I've got to get the Simply Safe. Well, actually, so a friend of mine wanted me to actually hold off on like my alarm system. He actually works for a company, and he's wanting to offer me a free home security service. So of course, we love free 99. Originally, I was looking at Simply Safe, Arlo. Somebody had even mentioned, I think it's Vent by ADT, and then there's also, well, no, I don't think Vent is by ADT. I think Vent is its own company, because I'm not going to use ADT because they pre-installed, like on all new construction homes, this ADT system. And I looked at the comments for ADT. They're garbage now. I had ADT back in the day, in the 90s, and they were okay. I mean, I had one contract. They came in, they installed the sensors on the windows, on the doors, and then I had my monitoring. And I think I only had, like, my initial contract was like for either 1 year or 2 years. But I ended up moving out of the house because I ended up moving to Northern Virginia, and I was able to cancel my contract with no problem because I'd already used it for 1 year. So I really only had 1 year on the contract. And I explained to them, listen, I'm moving, for this reason. So they let me out of my contract pretty easy. And I didn't have to pay any fees to get out of it. So, but I have heard like so many negative things about ADT. And to be honest with you, I don't have time for it. So I am going to wait to hear back from him. He said he's going to let me know something by next week, so that when we close, he's going to come out and actually do the install. He's going to give me some extra stuff too, as kind of like a promotional kind of thing, with the whole package. So I'm looking forward to that. And it's when you do a semi-new construction home, there are a lot of moving parts. After you go to closing and you sign your life away, you've got to get your appliances registered. I am literally bringing my laptop with me the day of closing, because as soon as I get to the house, I'm going to literally go online and register all of my appliances. Although I was considering doing some upgrades to some of the appliances. So I think in some of the previous videos, you guys got a chance to see my range cooktop. You got to see the Samsung microwave and oven. Well, Samsung has a whole suite of products that are what I would call more newer. They actually operate off Bluetooth, I think, and Wi-Fi, of course. I think the products that the builder installs, when I look them up, I kind of want to say they are more or less at not end of life, but they are like 2 to 3 years old in terms of products. So I am wanting to kind of have a little bit more of a newer product, but these products are coming like with a 5, maybe 7-year warranty. So technically, if anything goes wrong, it's not like I got to pay anything. I may have a small deductible, or I may not. Typically with appliances, as long as everything was put in correctly, it's very unlikely that you're going to have any issues. But particularly for the range, I wanted the 5-burner, and the builder just wanted too much to upgrade to the 5-burner. And I went over to Lowe's, and I found the Samsung product that I wanted, which it has like these little, the knobs illuminates a blue when you get ready to use them. And the size in terms of the width of the countertop, it fits. So it would just be literally like having, the other one uninstalled, and then, making sure the gas lines and stuff are hooked up accordingly. So I am thinking about possibly doing that before, I really occupy the home. Memorial Day weekend is coming up, so a lot of places like Lowe's and Home Depot are going to be having a lot of sales. So I don't want to have to pay full price. I want to be able to get the best bargain for my dollar. And I think if I just take my time and wait and kind of see, what's going to happen, then I would really, be in a better space in terms of making a decision as to whether or not I want to upgrade. And then also, once I find out the terms of the warranty, because my superintendent, Brian, who recently built his home, he mentioned something about when you register your appliances, they're now covered for up to 10 years, I think. I said 7 initially because I wasn't quite sure if it was 7 or 10, but I think it is 10 years. So, you got to think about it. That is really, really good for, appliances. And aside from, you making sure that you keep the appliance clean, it gets properly serviced if it requires service. You can't beat that. And going out and purchasing, a brand new appliance, you're not going to get a 10-year warranty. So, that's another thing that I got to think about. Because, the desire to be able to, go and get these new upgradable appliances, yeah, they're great, but the warranties you're not going to have the same amount of warranty life. And that's one of the things that I really got to consider. So I may even scratch that whole plan. As long as the appliance is working and it's doing what I need it to do, why worry about upgrading unless mine really starts to, jack up. And, sometimes you have to read these warranties because, believe it or not, once a particular product is no longer, in the manufacturer's inventory, sometimes you may even get lucky that if you do start having problems, they'll replace it with the newest, version that they currently have. So that's also a possibility that I need to consider before thinking about upgrading. So where are we headed today? Well, the plan initially was I needed to go up to my dermatologist in order to get some medical records, but they are closing today at 12 and it's 11:19. Yeah, I know I am totally late, but as a middle-aged woman, it takes us a little bit longer to get together, especially, I was a little tired this morning, even when I did force myself to get out of the bed. So it took me a little bit longer in the shower. I had to wake up, you know what I'm saying? The whole nine. But nonetheless, we're on the road. There are a couple of things that I would like to check out while I am in Franklin. So it's not like it'll be a wasted trip. So I'm going to go up there anyway, because I haven't done this haul yet, but I think I told you guys in maybe the last video that I had did some shopping at Target in their Black History clothing line. And I found this jogger that says bold, that says bold, black, and beautiful. No, bold, black, and bougie. But when I ordered it, it was only a large. And y'all, large ain't gonna fit me right now, okay? I'm gonna need like a 2X at least, minimum, okay? And that's if it's in the plus size. So, yeah, so I am going to check out Target. They just did, I think they are still doing renovations in the Franklin Target. So I kind of want to go up here and see if they have the sweat top. And I'm also finding out it's not really a sweatshirt. It's more like a crop top. So I don't know how I feel about the crop top. I'd have to find like, maybe like a underneath kind of shirt to really see if it's going to work for me. Because, y'all, I'm past 45, so I got the little pooch and all that good stuff. So I don't want my pooch hanging out. You know what I'm saying? That, to me, is really distasteful. But, it's something I could probably wear around the house, if it is like that. I did, however, because the sweatpants were on sale, I did get 2 pairs. Now, why in the world would you do that, sir? Anyway, that's why you should be speeding. So, I did, however, buy 2 sizes of the sweatpants because I'm kind of, with taking this Wegovy shot, I have not seen like the large number of weight loss, and I'm going to talk about that on this video today too. So this is going to kind of be a little long video, but yeah, so at least I can wear the size now, and if it kind of still look frumpy, you know, I just wear it around the house, because right now the temperature is like about 55 degrees, which is, you know, it's fairly cool today. So I think the high temperature today is only going to be up to 61, which for Alabama and in North Alabama, that's actually a good temperature for this time of the year. It's them 70 and 80 temperatures that I'm just not ready for yet. So I'm not planning on spending a lot of time up here today. I'm going to go see what they got, and if they don't have what I'm looking for, then I'm going to, ooh, another rock just hit my windshield. I'm going to bring my happy behind back home, because today is the day that I had planned to work on my VA compensation claim. That's one of the reasons why I was going up there to get the medical records, because they had promised that they were going to email them to me once my doctor annotated a couple of things that I needed to have, because I'm already service connected for eczema, but because my condition has gotten more severe in terms of like the itching, and now I'm going to be taking a shot for the rest of my life with Dupixent, I needed to be able to have all that documented in my records. So I'm going to need that when I request for an increase, because I think the max that the VA can give you for a severe condition is like 30%. So that's actually not too bad. So if I can get a 30% there, and then I'm also was service connected for flat feet, and the last real true evaluation that I had, I went to the sports medicine clinic, and this was back in 2016. They did x-rays, and the doctor was like, yeah, your condition, you need surgery to release the plantar fasciitis, but it would require 8 weeks of recovery time, and that's for both of my feet, because I have it in both feet. So, you know, there's no way I mean, I work from home, but I am supposed to go into the office at least 2 days a week. So that would be kind of difficult to do. I mean, even if I did 1 foot at a time, you know, I'd be in, I think he said like a walking boot, for 4 weeks, and then you transition into one of those little foot things, which I could probably do, obviously working from home. But the way my current configuration is set up, I don't have a place to like elevate my foot. And I have to have dual monitors, so I can't, you know, do this from like my bed. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that kind of job, because I'm looking at spreadsheets, I'm on different websites, you know, things of that nature. So it's just a lot that goes into doing what I do. So I am anticipating waiting until I get my office set up in the new house. I really wasn't planning on buying a new desk, because I was able to take the current desk that I have and put like making it an L shape, but I need more space now. So I am in the market to try to find another longer piece or a similar desk. Why does my Lexus feel really weird? I'm supposed to get me something to eat. Oh, well, I'll wait till I get to Franklin. I haven't eaten breakfast, but I do have some breakfast bars here in case I get hungry. So yeah, so the desk that I have, I want to say I purchased this desk from Office Depot, and I don't know. All right, come on, Sergey. Get you to haul ass. Yeah, he's running a little slow this morning. I don't know what's going on. But anywho, I spent $800 for these doggone fuel injector cleaning. Shoot, he better start running at that $800 mark. But anyway, as I was saying, I had bought this glass. It has a glass top, and then on the fascia front and sides, it's wood, and then it has a little drawer that pulls out. Now, if I could find another desk like that and then complete the L shape and then use the other desk that I have that has a little bit of storage to kind of make like a U-shaped type of arrangement where I can literally be working on 3 separate computer systems at the same time. That would be great. But I did see a couple other desks on Amazon that is already kind of like in an L shape. So I'm debating, do I want to just go and buy a whole nother, desk kind of configuration thing, or do I want to just keep what I've got? So that's what I've got to decide on. I'm going to Northern Virginia for Memorial Day weekend, so I'm going to be able to kind of shop around. I'll have an IKEA store both in Virginia and Maryland, so I'm hoping to really get a good find there in terms of finding the type of desk. Plus I'm hoping to get this other piece that I wanted for my entryway. Well, not my entryway, but for my master bedroom. It's like a console table, but it's really, really nice. And Katie Vining, she actually has it in, I think, their loft area. So I'm really wanting to kind of have a similar table, and she ordered hers from IKEA, but of course they got an IKEA in Orlando, and it's almost about the same amount of a drive from Alabama to Orlando as it would be from Alabama to Virginia. But I'm actually also going to spend some time with one of my girlfriends up there, so it's kind of a shopping slash seeing some of my friends that I haven't seen in a long time, and just kind of getting a chance to, have a little bit of R&R. But, I'm getting old, so I can't make that trip all in one day. I take 85 all the way up to Virginia and then hit 95. So I normally go through Charlotte. So I'll drive basically from Huntsville to Charlotte, get a hotel, because that weekend, my daughter has finals, and she cannot leave before the 25th. Like the 25th is like the official last day of school. And so we won't be able to leave until literally she gets out of school. So I told her, look, go ahead and have your bags ready, because I'm going to pick up the rental car on the 24th, and we're going to be ready to head out, early morning, or as soon as she gets out of school. I'll probably just pick her up from school, and then we'll just hit the road from there. Because that's probably going to be like around 12. And I think it's about a good 6 hours. No, actually, because it's 3 to get to Atlanta. And I think from Atlanta to Charlotte, it's about 2.5. So yeah, about 6 hours of a drive. So we should definitely be in Charlotte no later than maybe 7, maybe 8. And the only reason I'm saying 8 is because the traffic in downtown Atlanta, everybody's going to be leaving probably that same time frame. A lot of kids are going to be getting out of school. So, everybody, that's like the start of the summer, holiday season. So a lot of people are going to be on the road. And I know I'm probably going to run into traffic anyway. Plus, I'll be driving a huge Suburban or something to that equivalent, because I went ahead and put in a reservation for the vehicle. It's going to cost for the whole week about $842, which I thought was pretty good, considering those larger SUVs can go as high as like close to $1,000. But I think with get a little bit of brightness in here. I think with the cost of gas is probably going to go up as well, but I'll just be putting regular gas in it because it is an SUV, so it's no more than like driving my Lexus, although it won't be probably as smooth. I put my pina colada. Y'all, I have found another flavor. Well, actually, I went to Kroger last night, and they sold the liquid IV in the flavor pina colada. They also had watermelon, which is now also a big favorite of mine. I love the watermelon. I love the pina colada. I'm going to go on their website next week, which next week is payday week. Let me move this out the way. Next week is payday week for me. So I'm going to check out their website and see if they have the pina colada in the big bag as well as the watermelon, because y'all, I am loving these liquid IVs. And it is a game changer for me, because with me taking the Wegovy, you have to stay hydrated, with taking this injection. And one of the things that for me, that I want to make sure that I don't get are those headaches, because in the first month, I think I had probably more headaches because of the injection than I normally see with my main migraines. And it was mainly because I wasn't drinking enough water. So these are really, really making drinking water fun, because it tastes so good. And it's not even a situation where like I'm drinking the carbonated water, like the ice drinks, which are good too. But they do have that carbonation. So, you're burping throughout the day. And sometimes, you just need a good burp, whatever. Let's see what else is going on. So I've covered the closing. I've covered the walk. The rewalk for the closing is going to be on the 27th. So these next 2 weeks, guys, are like, I know it's probably going to go super, super fast at this point in time. So I'm just so ready to get the closing, so I get the keys to my house and just start this new chapter of my life. I am so excited, because this has been a dream of mine for quite a while. Just being able to decide where I really wanted to, put down roots. Huntsville was not necessarily on my list per se, but because I was looking more at Spring Hill, Tennessee. I like the area. I love the homes. But y'all, them homes is expensive. I mean, my house is, pricey as well, but not like the homes that I saw in the Spring Hill, Tennessee area. But that is in an affluent county in Tennessee. So, and plus, you're less than like 30 minutes away from Nashville. And, I am going to be taking advantage of getting out more. I have really been a homebody, because 9 months out of the year, from Friday nights through Sundays and Mondays, I'm on football watch. That's all I'm doing. I'm watching ESPN for college football. I'm either going to Alabama games, down in Tuscaloosa, or if they're playing, at another site, like I want to, if we play Vanderbilt, I want to go up to Vanderbilt, watch that game. Tennessee's game is actually going to be played at Alabama this year. So I definitely want to go to the Alabama-Tennessee game, because I do believe Hendon Hooker, I think, is actually coming back. I don't call me out in the comments if I got that wrong, but I could have sworn that Hendon Hooker's coming back for another season, because he went out, I think, with a torn ACL. And I obviously, he wouldn't have been able to go to the combine, because even in having surgery, that wouldn't have been a good look for him. But I mean, he had an extraordinary season this year. I mean, he beat my Crimson Tide, so shout out to University of Tennessee for finally winning one after 15 years of losing. I'll give you your props, even though it was a bad call, but I'm gonna leave that alone. We're moving right on. We are moving right along. So yeah, so that is kind of where we're looking at. And like I said, I really want to start getting out more and, taking advantage of concerts, in the summertime, and, just really getting a chance to just live life. I'm going to the Janet Jackson concert in Birmingham in April. I'm so excited. One of my bestie friends, Nicole, she went and got our tickets. Shout out to you, Nicole, girlfriend. And, I am looking forward to the concert. I'm looking forward to that weekend. I have always wanted to see Janet Jackson in concert, and I never got a chance to, because she was always touring overseas. And even though I don't even remember, since I've been living in Northern Virginia those 14 years, I don't even remember her coming to the DC area. If she did, I probably, having 3 kids, there just wasn't enough time or babysitter for me to be able to go. So, but I'm going to get a chance to see my girl perform, and I got floor seats, so I am extraordinary excited. What else we got coming up? So, besides the trip up to Northern VA, I mean, pretty much, guys. I mean, June, we're moving in Juneteenth weekend. We're going to move in. I've got another decor haul that I'm going to do for you guys once I get back this afternoon. So I'll try to have that video put up on the channel probably Sunday evening. The last one I did from, I think, my camera. And I've got to go in and I've got to edit that video. So I've got to watch a couple of videos on how to use iMovie, because I think I'm going to use iMovie to do the edit. I have not decided to invest in Final Cut Pro as of yet, because I want to have, a little bit more tutorials so that I can understand how to use it. First of all, I feel like if I can do it in iMovie and it's acceptable, I'll progress in iMovie, learn a little bit more about that, and then I'll move on up to, using Final Cut Pro and all those other, resources. I do have a Adobe it's not membership. I have a subscription, and I do believe there are some editing tools, but that may be for photography, more so than doing videography. I'll have to look and see. Y'all, it's just, I don't really have a whole lot of time on the weekends, and the weekend goes by so fast, and I'm just trying to get so many things done. But one of the things that moving forward that I have on my vision board is I'm going to start planning out my weekends, a month in advance, what I got going on, because during the week it is so hectic with work and the multiple things that I'm involved in. So there just isn't enough time during the week. That's why I'm going to try to I don't want to commit to a upload schedule, because of the simple fact is that with everything going on, with all the stuff that I have to get done for my house, I just cannot commit right now to a upload schedule. So for those of you guys who have subscribed to my channel, I am much appreciative, but I will tell you that check out my community page, because if I'm gonna upload a video, I will definitely announce it there. And plus, if you have your post notifications turned on, you will definitely get notifications when I upload a new video. Because of course it helps my channel grow. It helps me get out into the YouTube analytics and get recommended. And for those of you on my sneak peek before closing, several of you made comments about, oh, I don't see the staircase. Well, just like a lot of YouTubers do, they use clickbait photos. So, just get used to it. It brought in a lot of views to my channel, so thank you guys for watching it all the way to the end. I can guarantee you that when you get a chance to see the official empty house tour, which I am having a professional videographer film and edit, that will be of the highest quality. So I anticipate you guys definitely really enjoying that video, because I am putting a lot of money into delivering a good product for you guys. Like I said, my schedule is just so hectic, but I figure once I learn this whole editing process, which, a lot of people are able to do. I mean, I'm pretty savvy when it comes to the computer, but I have to be focused. And if my mind is on 50 million other different things and I'm trying to learn something new, it takes away from my comprehension of what I'm doing. So I want to be able to have that time to where I can dedicate to really sitting down and kind of playing with it initially, taking some test videos and, putting together, the content. And one of the great things about upgrading to this new phone, it really gives me that opportunity to be able to do so. So definitely, stay on the lookout for some really good content coming forward. I'm definitely going to, have a very nice presentation with my empty house tour. And there may even be a bonus, because I am working with a company that I may end up going with for maybe some editing assistance. And I also have my girl down in Amber Shanice. Shout out to my girl Amber Shanice. And I'm gonna try to do some collabs with her in the upcoming future, in terms of us, maybe doing some decor, shopping for the new home, and just kind of, seeing what we could definitely collab on. So I'm looking forward to working with her as well. So make sure you go and you hit up my girl Amber Shanice, and I will put a link in the description to her channel. So you guys, if you've never heard of her, girlfriend has got some great content. She's an Alabama girl as well, and I think you guys are gonna love her channel. If you love my channel, you'll love her channel. All right. So yeah, I think that is pretty much it. I will probably share some more content once I get up to Franklin, because obviously I need to stay focused on driving. There are a lot of people out here heading out for spring break weekend, so the roads are going to be kind of congested. I'm already running into a little bit of traffic. Once I got out of Alabama, now I'm in Tennessee. So, but I will check in with you guys a little bit later, and so you guys will get a chance to see what I got going on in